CMSportsNet High School sports highlights are sponsored by Genova's To Go. Locations in Westminster, Manchester, Hampstead, Hanover, and coming soon, Eldersburg. Genova's, pizza, pasta, subs, and more.
The annual MPSSAA State Wrestling Championships came to a conclusion on Saturday, March 4th at Showplace Arena in Upper Marlboro. And Carroll County represented quite well, with 14 finalists between the girls and co-ed divisions. Before we find out which county grapplers ended their seasons with state titles, let's take a look at who placed second in their weight classes. Starting with the girls, Manchester Valley junior Layla Lagunas finished second for the second year in a row, this time facing Anna Martins of Magruder in the 105-pound final and falling 6-1. Lagunas, who made it to the state final at 105 last year, wound up 19-4 this season. Francis Scott Key Jr. Adeline Crakes reached the 145-pound final by handing Winters Mills' Gabby McLeod her first loss of the season in the semifinals. But Richard Montgomery Sr. Nadia Estrada outlasted Crakes 6-5 to take the state crown. Crakes finished 11-6 on the year. Man Valley Senior Katie Martin got to the state finals at 155 before facing a tough foe in Watkins Mills' Nebi Tassarni, who won the state championship match with a second period pin. Martin ended her season with a 22-2 record. Carroll made history on the girls' side thanks to a pair of county wrestlers that ended the day with state championships. Manchester Valley junior Faith Day faced Arundel's Josie Langtree in the 100-pound final. Day delighted the spectators by singing the national anthem ahead of the finals and then got to work on the mat. Day takes control of the match and posts a pin midway through the third period. And she's the first female wrestler in Carroll history to win an official state title. Day ends the season at 21-0 and shares an embrace with her dad Greg, a state champ at Westminster High School back in the 1980s. Westminster junior Taylor Mead is in the 140-pound final against Colonel Richardson's Salida Nichols, and Mead goes for points right away. Mead leads Nichols 9-3 in the second period and secures the pin to give the Owls their first girls' state champ. Mead finishes the year at 16-2 and gets a hug from assistant coach Chip Moladina. On the co-ed side, South Carroll had a whopping 8 wrestlers in the Class 2A, 1A state final matches. Freshman Grayson Barnhill met Stephen Decatur freshman Elijah Collick in the 106-pound final. Collick gets the first takedown of the match and leads 2-0. Collick prevails 5-3, and Barnhill's first varsity season ends with a 38-9 record. South Carroll sophomore Evan Owen takes on Rising Sun junior Tyler Garvin, unbeaten and ranked nationally in his 113-pound weight class. Owen scores the first point of the match with this escape, but Garvin comes back with a takedown and takes the lead. Garvin holds on to win 3-1, and Owen finishes at 44-5 with a state runner-up. Cavs senior Gage Owen puts his unbeaten record on the line in the 138-pound final against Northern Garrett senior Jacob Brenneman, also undefeated. Owen trails 4-3, but snags a takedown and leads Brenneman 5-4 in the second period. Brenneman notches a reversal in the third and regains the lead, and holds on for the 6-5 victory. Owen, a 2-time state champ, comes in second place and ends his season at 47-1. South Carroll sophomore Manny Rodriguez and Williamsport sophomore Aiden Hastings meet in the 195-pound final for Class 2A 1A. We're scoreless in the second when Rodriguez escapes Hastings for a 1-0 lead. Hastings ties the score and we head to overtime, and Hastings gets a takedown to win 3-1. Rodriguez comes in second and finishes with a 42-4 record. South Carroll freshman JoJo Gigliotti wrestles Boonesboro's sophomore Tanner Halling in the 2A 1A 120-pound state final. Gigliotti muscles up and gets the first takedown of the bout. Gigliotti holds on to win 3-1 and captures his first state championship, and he finishes the season with a 48-2 record. South Carroll senior and University of Maryland commit Michael Pizzuto going for a third career state title. Meets Sparrows Point sophomore Russell Fari in the 2A 1A final at 145. Pizzuto gets the takedown and locks in the cradle. That's 1, 2, 3 state championships for Pizzuto, who finishes the season with a 46-3 record. At 160 pounds, it's South Carroll senior AJ Rodriguez versus Oakland Mills junior Joe Clark. Rodriguez scores big early on and takes command of the bout. Rodriguez leads from the jump, and it's all over with a takedown for a 20-5 technical fall victory. Give the Terps wrestling commit his third career state crown, and Rodriguez ends his season with a 47-2 record. Manchester Valley senior Jake Boog goes for his second straight 2A 1A state title and takes on Smithsburg's James Brashears at 170. Boog leads Brashears and lands a takedown, then muscles up for the pin to earn back-to-back championships. The Maverick senior finishes 50-2 and posts 4 pins at the state tourney. South Carroll senior Rylan Moose takes on Rising Sun junior Mason Testerman in the 182-pound final for 2A 1A. It's 2-2 after one period, but Moose isn't waiting around much longer. His strength is on display, and Moose gets his 4th pin of the tournament to win the state title. Moose finishes the season at 48-2. And his win gives Carroll County 7 individual state champs, 1 year after setting a county record with 6 champions in 2022. Want more local sports coverage? Be sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.